Hello students, today we will discuss preoperative evaluation of coagulopathies. The coagulopathies that hypercoagulable states are either inherited disorders such as hemophilias and thrombocytopenia, or they may be acquired disorders. The acquired disorders are secondary to liver disease, they may be secondary to malnutrition or drug exposure. To determine diagnosis and risk of bleeding, one should inquire about if there is any known diagnosis, already some test has been done, patient receiving any sort of treatment, whether there is previous bleeding episodes or any family history. Ask about excessive bruising, prolonged bleeding after cuts, heavy menstrual cycles, and bleeding gums. Each sensitive but not specific. A change in one of these factors is more meaningful than chronic history because what one individual considers is excessive may actually be normal. Then we will see the preoperative evaluation. In preoperative evaluation, we should inquire about there is any excessive bleeding after previous procedure or childbirth, especially if transfusions were unexpectedly required. Such bleeding is more definitive but not diagnostic. Look for petechiae, multiple bruises, hematomas, jaundice, and frank bleeding after frank bleeding. These are the important findings. Then which diagnostic tests? Diagnostic tests may include platelet count, CBC, prothrombin time, APTT. The routine screening for coagulopathies with prothrombin time and APTT or bleeding time without an indication is not indicated. If specific cause of bleeding are suspected or known, such as liver disease or malnutrition, targeted testing with liver enzymes, protein, albumin levels, and prothrombin time is needed. In case of prolonged prothrombin time without a history of warfarin use, the most common cause is laboratory error, liver disease or malnutrition. One should first repeat the test. If test is abnormal, again refer to hematologist or primary physician or do the evaluation of liver enzymes and hepatitis depending upon the surgery. Now, a trial of vitamin K. Trial of vitamin K 1 to 5 milligram orally once a day for 3 days can be given. A prolonged APTT can result from both hypercoagulable and hypercoagulable conditions. The first step is repeat the test, ascertain to exposure of heparin. Even small amount of heparin present in indwelling catheters, especially if the blood is drawn from that site, can prolong the APTT. The most common cause of prolonged APTT other than heparin exposure is von Willebrand disease, but other hemophilias that can also cause. The further testing is for prolonged APTT includes repeat APTT again, then APTT mixing studies that can be done. Thank you.